Welcome everyone to this exciting interview segment. Today we have the pleasure of sitting down with Pip Dwyer, star of the movie Meet Me Next Christmas. Join us as we delve into Pip's insights into her character and the challenges of filming this movie. Thank you for being here with us, Pip.
I'm so happy to be here. Thank you so much for having me.
It's a pleasure. So, can you tell us a little bit about your character in Meet Me Next Christmas?
I absolutely can. So, my character's name is Natasha, and she is partnered up with a man named Javier, and they live in this amazing penthouse mansion in Manhattan. And they are this interesting couple who have their Pentatonix tickets up for sale or for grabs uh, on a website. And of course, Christina Million's character Leila needs that ticket along with Teddy. So they come up to our apartment to meet us and see what we need, what we require in order for them to obtain that Pentatonix ticket. And as it turns out, it's that Javier needs them to go and get this sugar plum purse. That's a Christmas edition. It's a must have, and so that's the job that they are sent on after meeting us. But when they meet us, my character Natasha decides to take Leila under her wing, so to speak, and have a little time to chat, woman to woman, while the men negotiate. And it's during that time when I'm talking with Leila that I find out about her story and how horrible it's been for her that she was broken up with so horribly and that she's trying to find the love of her life. And I think that the magic of that really turns Natasha on, and she decides to gift her with a beautiful, beautiful designer dress to wear to this Pentatonix concert. And during the time, imparts some magical Christmas love advice.
Great.
Yeah,
So, in this
it was
case,
a really fun character to
yeah.
play.
Oh, is this what initially attracted you to your role in this movie?
Yeah, I mean, when I got the breakdown, as the agents send you the breakdown and the sides for your audition for the self tape, it said, a kind of a Morticia Adams type, but not creepy. And, just that she's this interesting character. And they didn't really go into much detail. So when I read the script, that the scenes that I was going to audition for, I just was like, boom, like I have to give her a British accent, and I just knew I was going to have a lot of fun, and I had a really fun time auditioning. Just even doing the self tape was so much fun. So I remember when I did the self tape, I said, "Well, whatever happens, happens. That's out of my control, but that was fun." So
Great.
I felt that it was a juicy role to get to audition for, because a lot of the times it's just normal people, maybe a nurse or a cop or a mother with very sort of pedestrian type roles would come to me. But this one I was like, oh wow, it's like magic Christmas, fun. It felt like there was so much to just sort of like deliciousness to just sort of bite into and chew up. So I really had fun with the audition. And indeed, it worked, because I got the call a couple of days later and it was like, woohoo. So
Great. So, and what do you think makes this movie so special and captivating for you?
I just think it's just this perfect caper. It's like they're going on this journey through Manhattan, and they're meeting up with all kinds of interesting characters, and there's magic, and there's signs from the universe, um and there's just I love that there's so many crazy characters, like everything's kind of level 11, it's beyond 10 on the dial, it's level 11. So I like that they're coming across so many interesting characters. I also think that like Christina and DeVale were so perfectly matched, like their chemistry.
Yeah.
I mean, even when we had the table read, so before you shoot the film, they'll get the whole cast together and we sit around a big, huge square table. And read the script, the table reading. And even during the table reading, like it was just so obvious that it was like they knew how to just lift the characters right off of the page. And it was like even the table read itself was so entertaining. So I think that it's great because there's just so many big crazy characters, and it's the Pentatonix thing, the music, just that it's a really magical but urban, like it's urban, it's musical, it's funky, it's just got it's instead of being something that's maybe, there's a lot of Hallmark Christmas
Yeah.
movies. They're a big
Yeah.
thing and they have a huge following. This is a little more, extra.
Yes.
There's more to it. It's a really, to me, it's just a really great romantic comedy, and it's full of magic, full of humor. I mean, it's just great. And like I said, the two of them falling in love, like watching them fall slowly in love throughout their journey, and then that big, huge, long kiss at the end. It was such a great payoff. Like I found the movie really, really magical. I was like, "Ooh, I'm gonna watch this every Christmas."
Yeah. Great.
Yeah, yeah.
I have to say that Netflix original Christmas movies this year, they are released three for now, and they are all magical and a step aside.
Yes, yes. Like I'm looking forward to. I think either tonight or tomorrow night, I'm going to be watching Hot Frosty.
Great. I
So
saw I saw that I watched it last week, and yesterday evening I saw The Merry Gentleman, who is the one of this week. They
okay.
are at Meet Me next Christmas. I saw it 2 weeks ago, and they are all great.
Woohoo! Well done, Netflix.
Yes.
Great. I've got two more movies. I've got movies to look forward to. I'm excited. It
Yeah.
made me put my Christmas tree up early this year. We haven't decorated it yet, but we put the lights on anyway. Normally, I would never put a Christmas tree up this early, but you know,
Yeah.
something about the magic of Meet Me Next Christmas.
It's
Encourage you to do that.
light that make all fun and magic.
All about the lighting. It's all about the lighting. Yeah.
Yeah. So, what was it like working with the rest of the cast and crew on set?
I had, I was only there for one day. Obviously, there was days like wardrobe and hair consultations, which were really fun. So the crew, like in terms of the crew, in terms of the wardrobe team and the hair and makeup team, they were honestly the best that I've ever worked with. The best. They were so creative, so like excellent at their execution of everything that they did. I was in such good hands with them and inspired by them, and it was a great collaboration. And I tried on so many crazy outfits, and like it just felt like the sky was the limit, in terms of the creativity. And as you could see, my hair was like basically this length, and they just like literally stuck it to my head. I literally had a facelift from it, like in the movie. I'm like, and it was hard as a rock, just, and then they added that big, huge, beautiful braid. And
Yeah.
that was so fun. When they said that they had that idea, and was I into it, I was like, oh my God, like, yes. I mean, basically the hair, like the hair, makeup, and the wardrobe did most of the job. I hardly had to do anything. Easy for me. So that was really fun, like getting ready to, to go for my day on set. So the preparation time was really exciting for me. And like I said, the table read, because of course, when I'm only there for a day, I'm only, the only people that I actually worked with, well, the only people, but were, Christina and DeVale. But at the table read, it was a great way to sort of, meet everybody and see everybody sort of bring their magic to a table read.
Yeah.
Uh, on the day, it was just so much fun. Like we just my Wesley French, who is amazing and gorgeous, and who was playing my partner Javier. He
Yeah.
was so much fun to work with. Like we had so much fun because, as you can imagine, when they edit everything down, there's so much that is on the floor. They can't include in the movie, right? But we had so much fun. Like some of our repetition, it just went and went. And Rusty, the director, and the would just be like laughing, like, okay, yeah, yeah, do it again, and like, yeah, just go,
Yeah.
like, say whatever you want. So we got a lot of freedom to have a lot of fun. And
Yeah.
that it's not all going to make it into the movie, but it was fun to do. And Christina and DeVale were just like so down to earth, so funny. so welcoming, and they were just having a they're welcoming and they're humble, but they're just full of life and fun, and they were so encouraging to work with as well. They were like, oh my god, like they were really like creeped out by us, like they were like, oh my god, we're not even acting, you guys are just so it was really fun. It really was. It was a laugh. And yeah, I enjoyed sharing Red Bulls with Christina, because she had some in her trailer. She's like, do you want a Red Bull? I'm like, yes I do. And she's like, I'm gonna hook you up. And so that was fun. And the mansion that we were shooting in, it's this huge mansion. And downstairs in the basement of this mansion, there's an actual nightclub. Can you imagine owning a mansion and having a nightclub in it? Like I have some photos from it, from, just from the behind the scenes. And so, hanging out down there between takes and stuff. And, you know, we were all having a great laugh. And the crew, everybody was just great. Like it just a really positive, fun day. So couldn't have asked for a better day.
Yeah.
All the only thing I could have asked more was more days, but unfortunately, they only needed me for one. But it was
Yeah.
fun, really fun. Had a great time.
I hope next time you have more days like
Exactly.
this.
Give me more. Give me more.
So,
Yeah.
the last question about this movie. What was your favorite scene or moment while filming it?
My favorite moment filming it.
Or in the set with the cast and the crew?
Mhm. Um, for me, I loved like just like for my day there, I did love like just the opening scene with me and Javi and us, freaking them out. That was just fun because it was just that's what started the day, and then it went from there. So that was really fun. Um, and I also really loved just being with them was fun. Just playing with them was fun. But in terms of watching the movie, what did I love the most? I just adore their whole at the end, like their I gotta tell you, I just think their kiss was one of the best on-screen kisses I've ever seen.
Yeah,
I was like, wow, that looks amazing. And I'm not sure if it has to do as well with the intimacy coordinator. I forget her name right now, but she was great. There's a certain a new sort of job in film and TV is intimacy coordinators. They didn't really exist 20 years ago and before that, but it's become a new thing and it's wonderful. And I'm sure she must have helped with, maybe she helped with the choreography of the kiss. I don't know, but it was amazing. I just love that at the end. The
yeah,
whole thing, it just, you know what? It's just such a fun movie. There's just too many moments to pick from,
yes,
you know? I also do have to say I was very impressed with so the director Rusty, he's the mime.
yeah,
Part of the movie where there's a mime, that's the director himself. And I think that is just so hilarious. Like that just shows you what kind of a fun director we were working with. The fact that he makes a cameo in his film that he's directing as a mime. And it's just, I think that sums up the whole atmosphere of shooting that film, you know?
yeah. See, yes,
Yeah. Yeah.
amazing.
Yeah, it was great.
So, change of subject.
Yeah.
Can you tell us a little bit about your character and your favorite memory in the movie Our Mother's Secret Affair?
Oh, Our Mother's Secret Affair. Ooh. Yeah, we shot that last summer. I play Elle, and basically the whole gist of it is that I wasn't able to have children. And so the man that I was married to, as it turned out, had an affair. And then and the woman that he had the affair with, she decided she wasn't ready to, she was much younger, and this was, whatever, 17 years before. She decided she wasn't ready to be a mother, but she actually gave the baby up to adoption to her, to us, my husband and myself. So we raised his daughter, even though she wasn't born of me. And then what happens is we didn't tell our daughter. And then the daughters somehow find out that there is that, yeah, the families aren't quite what they thought they were. And yeah, it was she was a character who tended to have a bit of a problem with maybe dealing with her emotions, so she kind of turned to alcohol and probably had never really gotten over the fact that her husband had betrayed her, but at the same time had raised her daughter as her own. Casey was her name, and just had had tried to be the best mom that she could be and keep the family together, and then it just sort of blows up in her face kind of a thing, and she has to deal with it. And her family, like she comes from a very well-off family, and her mother is very controlling, and her brother is quite shady, and their father had died young, so there was a lot of complex issues, I guess, with the family itself. So it ends up being quite, it was, yeah, I have to deal with the fact that my mother, and as it turns out, her assistant, are up to sort of some pretty bad things and trying to do some pretty cruel and mean things. And yeah, no, I really enjoyed shooting the film. I enjoyed working with the cast, and I found that it was definitely a it was one of those roles where you really have to dig deep, and really, try to understand and play, and from that place of deep pain and confusion and shame and all those things, and betrayal. And
Yeah.
yeah, it was, yeah, I mean, it was, I thought it was a good role. I was happy to take it.
Yeah. Great experience.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So, change the subject again. It is about your career in general. What have been some of the most memorable projects you have worked on throughout your career, and why for you?
Well, obviously, Meet Me Next Christmas is my new like creme de la creme, because I thought that was
Yeah.
so much fun. And just the most delicious. Like, thank you, universe, for dropping Natasha into my lap, because I just love that. Um, I did have a wonderful time working on the It Part One, it back in 2016. Unfortunately, like, I was in three scenes, sort of small scenes. Unfortunately, they basically were cut from the film, but so was a lot of stuff cut from the film, unfortunately. They shot so much footage that they ended up having like over 3 hours, and
Oh,
they had to cut a lot. So there was a disappointment in the sense that, oh, the little scenes that I had didn't really make it into the film. But that was a really great experience working with Andy Muschietti, and working with all those kids, and just being, yeah, getting to meet Bill Skarsgård, and all of that. That was really fun. And in the film, you end up really seeing me mostly in photos, and so we had to spend like 2 or 3 days just going around Toronto and shooting photos to decorate the house. And that was really fun, and wearing all sort of 80s clothes, and just having a laugh, because when you're taking photos at a zoo or at a fairground, you're having fun as a family, so us actors just got to have fun, oh, let's eat some ice cream, and walk over this bridge, and let's get into the swan boats, so it was just fun. Like, I was like, I can't believe I'm getting paid to do this.
yeah.
you
I
know but it was a very exciting time, and it was really, yeah, like I said, again, a great people to work with, and just very exciting, because I mean, Stephen King is, hello, iconic, and to be part of that film was really like, wow, to me. It was like, it was a moment for sure.
yeah.
uh, and for me, I also like a lot of, I really like doing theater. So I have a few plays that I will always hold dear in my heart, experiences that I had on stage. Unfortunately, the thing with theater is, if you miss it, you miss it. It's not filmed. It doesn't live forever. But theater has been for me like where I have so many special like moments and memories and pride. So
Yeah. I can understand.
mhm.
Yeah. So, a quick question. At Survival shows, we are big fans of Christmas rom-coms. What is your all-time favorite? The old ones.
A favorite, sorry, old Christmas show.
Christmas rom-coms.
Okay, so in terms of Christmas rom-coms,
Yeah.
you know what, my favorite, I absolutely love, and it's not that old, but I love The Family Stone.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
That's Sarah Jessica Parker in it. It's got Luke Wilson, Rachel McAdams, Diane Keaton. I love that film, and it's one of those films that yeah, like some people are like, "What? I no, I don't." It seems like you either like it or like you either love it or don't seem to like it. I am a lover of that movie, The Family Stone. I think it is genius. I think it's brilliant. Um, and then I love all the National Lampoon Christmas movies. I just think those are brilliant. Um, what is the other one? It's I think it's called, is it called A Christmas Story? It's the one where there's a lamp with a lady's leg in it. I just can't remember the name of the movie right now. And it's about these little boys and it's so cute. Oh, forget what it's called. I think it might be called A Christmas Story. Um, that's brilliant to me. Yeah, yeah. So, and Love Actually, that's one of those movies,
Yeah.
right? Like,
Of
come
course.
on. Love Actually. You gotta watch. You actually have to watch it every Christmas. Uh,
Yeah.
and actually, speaking of the word actually, I just watched last night It's a Wonderful Life.
Oh,
And
yeah.
that's from 1946, but it's one of those movies I'd always heard about all my life. And I finally myself and my daughter watched it last night, and it really is a beautiful film.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Agree.
Yeah.
The last question. Can you tease something about your next projects?
Ooh. Well, I don't have anything lined up, so I'm just opened up for whatever is going to come my way. I will say, yeah. So I don't have anything particularly lined up. I do have a couple auditions. I need to do a self tape later today, and I have an audition tomorrow. So who knows where they'll lead? We'll see.
Yeah.
But I do have my New Year's resolution already lined up. That yep. Since COVID, I haven't done any theater, so gonna be producing a play next year for sure. Next year, definitely doing some theater, and then anything else that comes my way, I'm open.
Yeah. Great. So, good luck.
Thank you. Luck is a part of it.
Yeah. Yeah.
That wish. Thank you.
So, this is it. Make
Okay.
sure all of you to go to meet me next Christmas on Netflix. And thank you, people, to
Thank
join us today.
you so much. Maybe we'll talk again on another project.
Yeah, 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 absolutely. And thank you all for watching.
Thank you, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.